Hello my dear students, I hope all you are fine as usual. So in the last video I gave the scheme of meiosis, means how the meiosis will take place. Okay, then I told you meiosis will take place in meiosis first and meiosis second, and in between the meiosis first and meiosis second there will be small time gap. Okay, that is called as interkinesis. Now today in this video we are going to start the uh, meiosis first. Okay, meiosis first, but you know that meiosis first is further divided into prophase first, metaphase first, anaphase first and telophase first. So here we are going to start with the prophase first. Okay, so this prophase first, actually this prophase first of meiosis, it is very much elaborate and complex as compared to the prophase of normal mitosis. Okay, so this prophase first of the meiosis first, it is further divided into 5 subphases. They are leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene and last one is diakinesis. So these are the 5 subphases of the prophase first: leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene and diakinesis. These are the 5 subphases of the prophase first, and we will see about them in this video. Okay, so the prophase first will start with the leptotene. So leptotene, during leptotene what happened, this is the first phase. You know, after the interphase, after the duplication of DNA, everything means after the preparation, the DNA is present in the form of chromatin reticulum. The DNA is present in the form of chromatin reticulum. But what happened in the leptotene stage, the important event that will take place, that is initiation of condensation of chromatin material, or we can say chromatin reticulum. Initiation of condensation of chromatin reticulum take place to form what? Chromosome. You know, when the compaction, or we can say when the condensation of the chromatin reticulum take place, it results the formation of the chromosome. Even in the mitosis I told you why the chromosomes are formed, because the chromosome bear the line of symmetry. The chromosome have the line of symmetry, and from that line of symmetry the DNA can be equally divided into 2 equal halves. Okay, so this is the event that will take place in the leptotene. But remember, here it will only the condensation, or we can say compaction of the chromatin reticulum will start. It will not be completed. Okay, that compaction will be continued throughout the prophase first. Okay, that's why this leptotene, it is very short duration. The duration of this leptotene is very short lived. Okay, better than this compaction will be observed in the next stage, that is called as zygotene. So it is followed by the second one, that is zygotene. This zygotene is very important. You know that in the meiosis a specialized event will take place. That is specialized event is called as crossing over. That is specialized event is called as crossing over. And what is crossing over, that we will see here. Actually, why this prophase first is very much elaborate, or we can say it is very much complex as compared to normal prophase, because here that is specialized event that we are saying crossing over, that will take place. And yesterday I told you that for the crossing over to take place, the chromosomes will pair with each other. Okay, and that pairing is called as synapsis. So That will occur in the zygote in stage. So you can say synapses will take place. Synapses will take place. Synapses will take place. And what is the meaning of synapses? That I discussed in the last class, that pairing of the chromosome. And when the chromosome will become pair, that pair of chromosome, they are called as what? They are called as homologous chromosome. They are called as homologous chromosome. So that paired chromosomes, they are called as homologous chromosome. Okay. Now you see, when the electron micrographs, or we can say when this phenomena is observed with the electron microscope, it is found that the pairing of the homologous chromosome is accompanied by the formation of a complex structure, and that complex structure is called as, very important, synaptonemal complex. Synaptonemal complex. Synaptonemal complex. So what is synaptonemal complex? Actually, it is a complex that is formed during the zygote stage. But remember, this will be observed only when the cell division is observed with the electron microscope, or we can say electron micrographs. It is seen that the pairing is accompanied by the formation of a complex structure that is called as synaptonemal complex. And my question to you is, in synaptonemal complex, how many chromosomes will be there? When the formation of synaptonemal complex will take place, how many chromosomes will be there in that? You know, when the synapsis is taking place, in that process, 2 chromosomes are participating. So in the synaptonemal complex, 2 chromosomes will participate, and that chromosomes are nothing but they are the homologous chromosome. Okay, that's why this stage is also called as bivalent formation take place. Bivalent formation take place. What is the meaning of bivalent? Bivalent means 2. Actually, when the synaptonemal complex is formed, in that synaptonemal complex, 2 chromosomes are there, and they are called as bivalent. In some books you may find it is given tetrad condition is observed, or we can say tetrad formation take place. Actually, this bivalent and tetrad, they are not different thing. Almost they are same thing. This bivalent condition is used in the terms of chromosomes. Since 2 chromosomes are there, that's why the term used is bivalent. But you know, in a single chromosome, how many chromatids are there? 2 chromatids are there. In a single chromosome, 2 chromatids are there. And so, if you observe this synaptonemal complex, in this synaptonemal complex, how many chromatids will be there? Total 4 chromatids are there. So, this tetrad word is used in reference of the chromatids. This tetrad word is used in reference of the chromatids, whereas this bivalent term is used in the terms of the chromosomes. This is the difference. Otherwise, I told you, meaning will be same. Both are observed in the synaptonemal complex. But this bivalent term is used in reference of the chromosome, and this tetrad word is used in the reference of the chromatids. Okay. Means we can say in the zygote stage, the chromosomes have paired with each other. If I represent this, then it will be something like this. Suppose this is one chromosome. This is one chromosome, and this is its homologous pair, same shape, same size, same gene at the same loci. Then they will pair up like this. They will lie very close to each other. Why they have paired up like this? Because now they are going to perform the crossing over. They are going for the exchange of the segments of the DNA. Because of that purpose only they have paired this much close to each other. How it will take place? Let's see. That will occur in the next stage. That is called as Pachytene. That is called as Pachytene. This event is the most important one so far in all the medical entrance examination that is conducted in our country. Now even though only a single exam is there, but earlier when many exams were there, means from this chapter this is the most common question, that crossing over take place in which phase of the meiosis, okay, or which phase of the prophase first, okay. So that will be observed in the packaging stage. So most important thing is that crossing over will take place. Crossing over will take place. Then what is crossing over? Definition I told you. It is the process of exchange of segments of DNA. It is the process of exchange of segments of DNA, or we can say exchange of genetic material between two non-sister chromatids of a homologous pair. And what is non-sister chromatids? That I discussed in the last chapter, but once again just I will revise it. Repeating, I am here. You can see this is a chromosome and this one is its homologous pair. I am saying this one is its homologous pair. You can see these two are the chromatids. They are sister chromatids. Since they are the chromatids of the same chromosome, they are called as sister chromatids. These two are also sister chromatids because they are the chromatids of the same chromosome. But what about this one? This chromatid and this chromatid, or we can say this chromatid and this chromatid. They are nothing but the non-sister chromatids. So very important, when the exchange of genetic material will take place, what happen? This one of the chromatid of this chromosome will overlap with any of them. Okay, two chromatids are there. With any of them, its chromatid can overlap. So one of them will overlap, one of the chromatid of this chromosome will overlap with the one of the chromatid of this chromosome, or we can say it will overlap with non-sister chromatid, because this chromatid does not belong to this chromosome. Okay, that's why it is said that the crossing over will take place between the non-sister chromatids. If I represent with some teaching aids, then it will be something like this. You know that these are the homologous pair. They are very close to each other. So what happen? These chromatids, they will overlap like this. And when they will overlap, some part of DNA of this chromatid will be transferred to this chromatid, and some part of the DNA of this chromatid will be transferred to this one. Similarly, here also it can take place. Okay. But what is the result of this one? What is the result? The result will be that the exchange of the segments of DNA, or we can say exchange of the DNA, will take place between both the chromatids, and that is nothing but the crossing over. What happened? This crossing over is an enzyme mediated process. Here also role of enzyme is there, and the name of enzyme that is responsible for crossing over is the recombinase. That is called as recombinase. Okay, so that is called as recombinase. Now what happened? When these crossing over have taken place, and when you are going to observe the chromosome during this stage, you will observe recombination nodules. You will observe recombination nodules. What is this recombination nodules? These are the nodules like structures which are formed between the non-sister chromatids. Actually, they are nothing but they are the places where the crossing over have taken place. So they are present in the form of nodules, and such nodules are called as recombination nodules. Okay. Okay, so all this event will occur in the one more event I have to discuss to you regarding the chiasmata. What happened? This chiasmata, they are nothing but the egg-shaped structure. These are the egg-shaped structures which are present between the homologous pair, and they are also representing the pathway. They represent the pathway between the two non-sister chromatids through which the crossing over have taken place. But it will not be visible here. Why it will not be visible here? Actually, when the crossing over will take place, the chromosomes will lie very close to each other. So even with the help of electron microscope also you cannot observe this chiasmata. But remember, in the examination question is coming where this chiasmata is very important. The formation of chiasmata will take place in the Pachytene stage. Formation of chiasmata will take place in the Pachytene stage, but it will not be visible. It will not be visible. This will be visible in the next stage, that is diplotin. That is the diplotin stage. Fourth one is the diplotin. Now you see the intention is over. Intention means the purpose for which the chromosomes were close together, or we can say the purpose for which they have paired with each other. That purpose was the crossing over. Now as the crossing over is over, now what will happen? The homologous pairs, they will separate. The homologous pair, they will separate. Okay. So that is called as dissolution of synaptonymal complex. This technical term is used. That is called as dissolution of synaptonymal complex. Synaptonymal complex take place. Synaptonymal complex take place. Dissolution of synaptonymal complex means the synaptonymal complex which were formed, that will start to dissolve, because the homologous pair, they will start to get separate. Means till Pachytene stage, when the crossing over was taking place, they are very close to each other. But now when the diplotin stage will take place, they will start to become far apart. Means they will start to separate. But what happened, you know, the chiasmata which was formed during the Pachytene stage, because these were the X-shaped structures which were present between the non-sister chromatids of a homologous pair. So the chiasmata that was so far not visible during the Pachytene stage, now this chiasmata will be observed in the chromosome. Will be observed inside the cell. So chiasmata is seen. Usually chiasmata was formed in the Pachytene stage, but it was not visible. So it will be visible in this stage. Means which stage? Diplotin stage. Okay, so two events will take place in this one. Dissolution of the synaptonymal complex will take place and chiasmata will be visible. Clear? Then the last stage is diakinesis. What happened in the diakinesis? It is said that terminalization of chiasmata, take place. What is the meaning of this one? Terminalization of chiasmata means when the homologous pair will become far apart, this chiasmata also will be broken. Means it will be degenerated. That is termed as terminalization of the chiasmata. And this synaptonymal complex, that was dissolution was taking place. So here in the case of diakinesis, the synaptonymal complex will be completely dissolved. The synaptonymal complex will be completely dissolved. So these two events will take place: complete dissolution of the synaptonymal complex and terminalization of the chiasmata. Then at this stage, diakinesis stage itself, very important. Actually, this diakinesis, it is nothing but the last stage. It is nothing but the late prophase of the prophase first. Okay, it is the last event of the prophase first. And if you remember, in the case of late prophase and the mitosis, when the cell was observed, it was found that it was devoid of the nuclear membrane. Means the nuclear membrane was starting to get degenerate, nucleolus and all other membrane bound cell organelles were getting degenerated. The same event will occur in the diakinesis also. Okay, so the nuclear membrane will start to degenerate, nucleolus will be degenerate, even all other membrane bound cell organelles also, they will be degenerate. Okay, so all these events will occur in the prophase first. Then this will be followed by the metaphase first. Okay, so hope this prophase first should be clear to you. Okay, Then from the next class, I will start the metaphase first. Okay, thank you.